Guillermo Castillo was trying to connect with his wife again by planning her a date with champagne and roses. Guillermo said his goal was to have orgasms, and Cara Bass laughed. He was clearly trying to fix their relationship and win her trust back. Cara said she missed the version of herself that was committed to a marriage and believed in it. She said she missed the couple's former, ride-or-die energy and partnership. "It's just been a lot, you know?" Cara cried to her estranged husband. Cara complained about how Guillermo wasn't showing up for her or putting any effort into the marriage. Cara said she had dealt with motherhood and postpartum stuff alone, which sparked the demise of their relationship. Guillermo claimed Cara didn't want to communicate with him after having a baby, but Cara explained how it was a hard transition and she felt like she was drowning. Guillermo said Cara had girls' nights all the time that made him uncomfortable and lose trust in her. But Cara clarified how she went out with other moms one night a month, and so Guillermo's complaint about that was insulting. Cara owned up to maybe going out too much and speaking to Guillermo in a disrespectful manner, but she also called herself a bad BTCH who had stood by him. Guillermo alleged that when Cara went out, she went to a club that had a DJ whom she had once hooked up with. Cara said this man helped her promote her music, and they were genuine friends. But Guillermo clearly wasn't okay with Cara staying out until 3 a.m. with this man and going to his after-parties. Cara insisted she had never stepped out on Guillermo, nor had she ever given him a reason not to trust her. "It's not working," Cara lamented. "What have I ever done for you not to trust me?" Guillermo said he had heard her talking flirtatiously with someone on the phone whom he didn't know. Cara thought that was a ridiculous accusation. "Have you somebody else since we've been married?" Cara asked Guillermo, and Guillermo replied. Cara's mom thought Guillermo had cheated on Cara because he came home once looking messy and guilty. Cara's mom had also said Guillermo immediately hopped in the shower. Cara wondered if Guillermo was projecting because he was the one who was up to no good. Guillermo denied ever cheating, but Cara said Guillermo became unhappy after they welcomed their son Nico. "I wanted to be different. I think you're not my person. It's not that I don't love you or respect you as the father of my son. I just think we have two vastly different versions of how we got here," Cara explained to her husband in tears. "I'm just over this conversation." Brandon Gibbs and Julia Trubkina were shown bringing her parents from Russia to the family farm. Brandon's parents, Ron and Betty, appeared to be in a better mood after their little spat with Julia. "So far, it's going a lot better than the last time we met," Brandon explained to the cameras. "Because we don't have an unexpected guest without our permission," Julia noted. Brandon asked Julia if she missed the farm, and she said definitely not because of the smells and dirt. Julia's parents pet horses and enjoyed a cookout that night, and then the group talked about the upcoming wedding in Miami, Florida. Julia said she wanted a small and intimate affair with no drama. "I don't think that can happen," Ron quipped. Julia revealed she had bought a wedding dress for $1,500, which shocked Brandon. Everyone then headed to Miami for Brandon and Julia's second wedding ceremony, which Julia had planned. Julia's parents couldn't attend the couple's first wedding due to COVID-19 traveling restrictions, and so Julia was very excited to make these memories for her parents. Betty tried to offer ideas and backup plans in case it rained, but Julia didn't want to hear any of it. "She needs to leave me alone and shut up," Julia snapped in a confessional. Julia's parents thought that Betty tried to control Julia, and Julia agreed. Prior to the wedding, Julia asked her parents if they'd like to live with her. Julia wanted to have their support, and she also acknowledged how she could trust them under any circumstance. Julia's father, Igor, however, said his home was in Russia, and so he said he didn't want to move to the United States permanently. As Igor and his wife gave Julia the bad news, it started to rain heavily. Brandon assured Julia that Betty and Ron would help them with a child, but Julia didn't really want Betty around that much. Julia said she had tried to make this trip perfect for her parents, but nothing was going according to. "I'm starting to wonder if I'm the one who made the bad investment with our relationship," Elizabeth vented in a confessional. Matt Branisterinu was shown taking Jasmine Pineda on a horse-drawn carriage ride, and Matt promised that he'd never reject her and they could do well together. Matt had taken off Jasmine's wedding ring, and she admitted that it felt weird because she was very attached to them. I never imagined we would reach this point and try to formalize our relationship, Jasmine told the cameras of Matt. He was supposed to be just a for me, and that's it. I don't know, it's confusing. Matt also took Jasmine to an early dinner outdoors by a fire pit. Jasmine admitted she didn't know how to treat Matt and she still had a lot of things to figure out. Jasmine acknowledged that she had a lot of baggage, but Matt assured her that he was okay with it. Jasmine warned Matt that she could be grumpy and temperamental, but Matt felt he already had experience living with Jasmine and he'd be a better match for her.